Yo, we are back with another episode of Run the Ropes Media Podcast. Look, we need this. All right. Me and my boy Dylan, we were just having a conversation literally before y'all heard me say, yo, we are back. Look, we need y'all help and we need y'all support over here as well, man. Make sure y'all sharing the videos. Make sure y'all subscribing to the channel. Hit that like button. We don't ask y'all for nothing else but smashing that thumbs up. 100% free to do for your boys over here, man. We want to continue to jazz it up and spazazz it up for y'all. So again, make sure y'all supporting the channel over here. We still rocking and rolling. We got our TikTok account that Dylan has been smashing it over there with as well, y'all. So make sure y'all check us out on IG, on TikTok, and again, make sure y'all subscribe over here because it's been a crazy eventful weekend as far as wrestling, from WWE to AEW to NXT / TNA now, and we're gonna get to everything eventually, but we got to start with Saturday night's main event. Truth be told, and you guys can look at the title. It says, "Is Saturday night main event actually worth watching?" And I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. This past one was hands down the best Saturday night main event that we have seen. So prior to this one, I would have answered that question and said no. I would have said no, I don't think that it was worth it. No, they can keep it to themselves. They can just do like the super shows that they used to do back in the day, where they have like a Super Tuesday and they have Raw and SmackDown guys on the same show, etc. But this Saturday night main event, I was actually hooked into. It started off with a banger. You had the tag team match. Only thing before we get there,
yeah, before we break it down, I want your thoughts overall on the structure of it, because
see, I was about to get there, bro. Only thing that I don't really like about Saturday night main event is the commentary, for the most part, bro.
Oh, really? Okay.
I was about to go on because I feel like this one flowed good, bro. And the only thing I can do is compare this one to the last ones that we had, and the last ones was dry. This one was more up there. I just feel like how they did Jerry the King Lawler, where they felt like he was just a little bit too aged for the product that they putting out. I feel the same way about Jesse the Body Ventura. You know what I'm saying?
So that's hilarious because, bro, I thought he was fantastic during that steel cage match, bro. But do you know why?
Why?
Bro, I was crying laughing at the end of it when he goes, "You can just walk out of the cage."
Oh yeah, he was pissed. But it's still that he's still carrying that Hulk Hogan era of wrestling, bro. Like, it was even to the point, and this is just me being just a tad bit nitpicky, y'all.
But it was almost like he didn't know the rules himself. He goes,
Bro,
"I thought you had to climb out. What are they gonna limo service?"
Bro, he was like, if this was the 80s, we wouldn't even have a cage match on NBC. And again, y'all, I just feel like he brings that that old school commentary, but then again, they got rid of like Jerry the King Lawler because they wanted to, make it more youthful. So I'm just like, how y'all get rid of the King, but y'all bring back, and then Jesse, like, even when Lillian Garcia was announcing, he was just like talking over her while she was announcing and stuff. Yeah. I'm just like, bro, like, I can't hear the announcer because the commentary is, he just so again, it's just like, it's nothing against Jesse the Body Ventura, because again, he's pretty much Saturday night main event, but they ain't really been telling him like, yo, bro, it's kind of different now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he made Mike Tyson references. I'm like, these kids probably don't even get, the Mike Tyson reference that he made. So I just think within due time, it is fresh, but just within due time with them working with him, I think it'll pick up. But go ahead, bro. Start me off, Dylan. Start me off.
Well, my whole main critique about Saturday night's main event, and it was like this for the first couple, right? And I do tend to agree with you. This is definitely by far the best one that they've done since bringing it back. I 100% agree. And you definitely, if you watched this, you weren't disappointed at what you saw. It was an entertaining night of professional wrestling. Here's where the criticism or feedback comes. Listen, we're a podcast. We got to play both sides here, right? So My critique on it is, first off, the matches are way too short. The commercials are insane, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you get the announcements commercial. You
Mm-hmm.
get 2 minutes into the match commercial. It You talked about a flow. I thought the flow was horrendous,
Really?
dude, because of just how many breaks and spots they had. They even tried to have a couple backstage moments, and I'm like, man, like they're taking a lot of time away from like what the we talked about it in the first couple. I thought 4 matches was probably a little bit too much because you're not giving enough time in these matches to have like a good flow to the matches. Bro, they gave 5 minutes to the women's match. And the match wasn't even that great, bro. There was a
Yeah, I was
botch
about to
in it.
say, y'all better go
Chelsea
out there.
Green got a broken nose because Selena Vega messed up the 619, whatever. We're not going to criticize that, but like maybe if they had enough time, they didn't have to rush through spots. Is all
Dog,
I'm
I
going
feel
to
like she
say.
done broke her nose or had a busted nose like 3 or 4 times this year, man. Like I
Yeah.
seen she was bleeding, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, okay, it could be a nosebleed. So it has been confirmed that it's a broken nose.
Yep.
Hey, bro, she just got back from a broken nose
Yeah,
like
I know.
earlier this year, bro.
I know.
That's gotta be wild. But yeah, I mean, even when we were texting, you were just like, man, I don't know how they gonna fit all of this. But the crazy thing is, this was more entertaining than Monday Night Raw. And maybe
Yes.
it's
Again,
supposed to be
entertainment
like that.
value 100%. Entertainment value, you got it jam-packed in this one. But again, here, let's just get through the criticisms. No title changes. No. Yes, you did have 2 surprises, I'll give you that. You had 2 surprises. You had the Bronson Reed, and we're gonna touch on all these, but you had the Bronson Reed return, which was hidden extremely well. This was not anywhere.
That was a surprise. That was.
Nobody had any idea he was coming back to be the 3rd man. You also had Cody Rhodes return in the main event. I had already predicted he was gonna return. I thought maybe in a different aspect.
Mm-hmm.
He did return. But again, like, other than those 2 returns, no title changes. It's like it's starting to get to the point of, for me personally, is like they're not gonna make this a must-see event as far as like you gotta tune in to see who beats who.
See,
I think it's just made to be an entertaining night.
I think they saved the surprise for the following night though, bro. Like what we seen last night at NXT Battleground, like
Huge.
that was something that wasn't expected. And like I don't know if they were just like, well, we'll give this moment for NXT and TNA. But truth be told, the matches that we had, like real talk, the matches that we have for the championship, I didn't see them title changing no way. So it wasn't like it was a surprise. And plus, the Zelina Vega and Chelsea Green match was like last minute. They threw
I
that
know.
match on there like after SmackDown, I want to say, or last minute. So I wasn't surprised that it was a short match. I actually thought the John Cena versus Ron Cena match was going to be shorter than that. But, as far as critiques, I get what you're saying. As far as like, it just feels like the matches were ran, the commercial breaks, just the floor of the show. And then I had mine, with the commentary. And again, I just feel like Jesse the Body just got to get more acclimated with what's going on currently with just how things are done. But let's go ahead and get to the positive that happened at Saturday Night Main Event. We finally got the 3rd member. And for some time, they were saying that Austin Theory was like, that's what I was reading. Like, Austin Theory can potentially be the next guy. But seeing Big Bronson Reed back, and I was big on Bronson Reed. Like,
Mhm.
even them just doing the whole him in War Games, and then he got injured. Like, I was just like, dang, bro. I was almost as sad as hearing Tongaloa got injured, but you know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on my mans to come back. But seeing Big Bad Bronson Reed, all black cement threes on feet, big dude ready to go, squash the beef with Seth Rollins. He's the 3rd member. Like, this is a young group that they got. Like, they trying to call it Evolution 2.0. We can't do that. We can't do Evolution 2.0 ever. When we talk, see, it's a lot of wrestling content that we ain't even dug into as far as like top stables in WWE history, or top tag. Like, me and Dylan, we ain't smacked y'all with that type of info just yet. Just wait on it. But I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out. Evolution is my favorite stable of all time in WWE. So to compare them with them, I'm not there just yet, but I can definitely see this being a hungry group that Seth Rollins sat down with Triple H and was just like, I want to build around these guys right here. Braun Breaker, stupid over right now, bro. Stupid over right now.
Yeah.
Bronson Reed came back. Mad ovation. I feel like this is gonna be one of them trios or one of them groups that I feel like WWE don't waste their time with. You know what I'm saying? We've seen some groups that we feel like they just threw together and wasted their time with, but I'm here for this. Only thing is, it just adds more to the CM Punk and Seth Rollins, which I'm tired of that. But I am happy to see Bronson Reed back. I will give you that.
Yeah, I'm glad it was a huge surprise. I'm glad that it wasn't leaked out anywhere online to kind of ruin that moment for him. He fits perfectly in
Perfect.
with this group. I think
Perfect,
the
bro.
aesthetic of the group is now actually coming
Perfect.
full circle. Again, don't want to be the bad guy today. The only critique is, bro, how do you
Hey
give
man,
Seth
that boy
Rollins?
Razor Ramon Dillon over there, man. He the bad guy today, yo.
Uh, how do you give Seth Rollins a hug after you tsunamied him 8 times, leaving
18
him
times,
bloody in
bro.
the ring, bro?
We'll hear about that. We'll hear about that later. Look, chat. This is what I need y'all to do. We got heel break when I go on my rants. I'm gonna send Dylan some toothpicks. So whenever he trying to start being a bad guy, man, all right, bro, go ahead and grab your toothpick. I mean, I don't know, bro. It's kind of like being on that high when not necessarily being on that high, but like how it was with Rock and Netflix, bro. You just had your reserves about it.
Yeah.
And then it just took me some time because I'm just like, I like Bronson Reed. I'm happy he back. I feel like they're gonna put him in a light where they can actually utilize him well.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for it, but I don't want to get too excited and then I rock myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Thinking things gonna go one way and then they pull a rug from under us. But I think it's gonna be good though.
I agree. I'm very excited for where it leads. It's just as far as me. Again, my criticism with WWE product as a whole recently, right, is
Mhm.
just the storylines. Can
It's
we
the
just
it's the in between gaps that I feel like they just skip
That's
over, bro.
exactly what it
It's
is.
that gray area of like, bro, last
Because
time we
the
seen you,
thing
you
is,
was in
if
War Games and Seth Rollins was beating you.
correct, like, if they dive into it, I'm cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
Explain to us
What happened?
why all of a
Yep.
sudden y'all got together.
Yep.
Don't just ignore that whole section of it and then
Mm-hmm.
make us try to forget. I
Yeah.
hate that.
Yeah. It's like they play with Dylan don't like being played with as far as just like, yo, like, don't act like this didn't happen.
Yeah,
Y'all don't touch on it, and then y'all want us to feel like, oh, everything is just peachy keen when y'all just literally skipped over
yes,
all of this that we just went through. So I'm here with you. And again, I think that's just something that we gotta wait to see if they dissect on Monday Night Raw.
correct. Other than that, I mean, the other big moment, right, is you had Cody Rhodes return. Now
We need an hour for this one. I'm
w
gonna just let y'all know now. Over here, Run the Ropes Media. We gonna run y'all from turnbuckle to turnbuckle. But when Dylan feeling like this, sit back and let him talk, y'all. I sit back
I
and let him talk.
I mean, again, I already kinda predicted that he was gonna return. Glad he's back. I think he was definitely kinda missed in these past couple weeks, right, about just having, like, that another big player there every week.
Yeah, because you have no Roman,
Yep,
you got no Cena, basically, and you
yep,
got no Cody.
yep.
So SmackDown has definitely lost, its star power.
Mhm.
So him coming back, cool. I think they should have saved it though. I think him coming back for Saturday night main event was cool, but it's just like, what did it really do? Other than
Well,
give us go ahead.
yeah, it's what it's what it brings down the line, like,
Nothing.
you're I get they weren't gonna get rid of the Cody and John Cena storyline. This is gonna be endgame, I feel like, down the road in December. This is where
Cody
it's all
Cody beat Cena for the belt again. We know that.
yeah. Now, for a tag match though, bro, it's like
Yeah.
a tag match with Cody and Jay, and now you have Cena and Logan Paul, who I've been saying they love the guy. They've been putting him in big spots. It just keeps getting bigger, it seems, right? So, but here's my critique about that, bro. Is you're gonna have a Money in the Bank where your 2 world champions are not
Are
gonna
not being
defend their
defended at
belts?
all. Yep.
Man, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I just don't like it.
I don't like the whole star-studded tag team stuff now, bro, because it's pointless. You know, yes, Cody and Jay are former tag team champions, but like they don't talk about it. They were tag team champions for a month. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, why are we wasting Cena's last matches on stuff like this, bro?
I agree.
That's my big thing. Like, yeah, it was funny seeing Ron Cena versus R-Truth. I mean, Ron Cena versus R-Truth. Ron Cena versus John Cena. But it's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Like, Money in the Bank in LA should have been CM Punk versus John Cena.
Man,
100%. 100. Like, again, y'all starting to mess up what I had planned for John Cena's retirement, bro. And I feel like if this does not go how the fans want it, we are not going to like it. Y'all already did me dirty with Kurt Angle's retirement. I can't get over that, bro. I just can't. So it's just like, the direction that this is starting to go, I'm not the biggest fan of it. And then I'm always going to have my thoughts as far as, was this the original plan? And if not, what was the original plan, bro? Because like, I'm not feeling the heel turn no more. I'm not feeling just like, because it was just like 1 minute John Cena was like, oh, you gonna lose to a YouTuber. Like, this is how I'm gonna destroy wrestling. I'm gonna take my title, and then it's only gonna be a you. So in a sense, he's not respecting Logan Paul. It's not like he's just like, oh, Logan Paul is the next champion. He's a YouTuber. And so why y'all tag teaming the greatest? And again, don't get me wrong with the whole Logan Paul shows up and he does what he's supposed to do. It just shows me that, and this is just in life, Dylan, right? If you don't have a big enough following, you're going to get overlooked. You got wrestlers. I'm talking about wrestlers who've been in the WWE for 10 plus years, who has never been in a spotlight that Logan Paul has. And it's not because they don't have the ring ability or they don't have the skills. They just not as popular as this guy. Like, and that's what I've been saying as far as The Miz. He put in the work to earn these.
But the caveat I will always have on that argument,
we're in different times.
Well, it's not just that we're in different times. Like, I agree that the guys who put in that grind should get rewarded for it. As Karrion Kross is finally breaking out, right? Hopefully they do something with that. But
See,
at the end of it,
why is he not in that picture though?
Well, hold on. But at the end of the day, professional wrestling is a popularity contest.
It is. Life is a popularity contest. That's why I started off by saying, like, bro, this just goes with anything. Like, even us. Like, what we doing? If you ain't got the following, like, bro, if we had 1 million followers, WWE would be calling us every day to do some stuff.
Yep.
We just not there yet. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, it's a popularity contest, bro. And that's why I'm just like, are we using Logan Paul for his ability in the ring? Or are y'all using Logan Paul because of the eyeballs that he's going to bring to the television? Which one is it? Are y'all using him because he's good in the ring? It's not like he's a squash. It's not like he fumbles. It's not like he does not perform, right? And I just feel like I'm speaking for the wrestlers who probably feel the same freaking way, but they just can't say it, or they're afraid to say it. They don't want to lose their job, etc. And again, this ain't no hate to Logan Paul. I'm just like, what are we doing here? Like, I know we got Jay, so what we gonna get another Jay versus Logan Paul match after this? Like, what will happen from a tag team match of Logan Paul and John Cena, the Hollywood side of WWE, versus Cody Rhodes and Jay? I guess we just got. Are you looking forward to that match? Because I know. Are you looking forward to that match, or would you have preferred John Cena to be in a different match for his farewell tour?
I'm gonna hold my reservations. You had mentioned CM Punk. I'm gonna hold out that reservation. I hope it's John Cena CM Punk SummerSlam. But as far as this match for Money in the Bank, it makes no sense to have your two world champions not defend any belts. For what? What is the payoff going to be after the match, right? I mean, I
Mhm.
could probably already tell you it's probably going to be Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso that get the victory, right? So I don't know what direction they're going with this match. And not only that, but where does this leave some of the some of the other storylines that we all wanted in John Cena's farewell tour?
Exactly.
Because now you're gonna have this gap between Money in the Bank, right? Well, it's only 2 weeks, all right.
It's
So it's not
2
gonna
weeks.
it's not gonna be, but it's 2 weeks wasted. So you're probably gonna have a SmackDown and a Raw that are now gonna be taken off for John Cena's farewell tour dates because he's gonna have that in the lead up to Money in the Bank, right? Then you're gonna have the Money in the Bank match. So that let's just say it's 3 dates taken off for John Cena. Those could have been utilized much better. I'm just not a fan of the whole heel turn right now for John Cena in general. So maybe that's why we're salty about this.
But
Because
also,
I think I'm gonna just say it right now.
bro,
I think he it not maybe not him necessarily, but I
talk.
think as far as fans, this is
Mhm.
going to be one of the major stains and a huge regret that people originally were interested in. I think this is all a pivot. I don't want to keep going back to The Rock,
It
but
smells like it, bro. It smells because here's the thing, though, Dylan. Here's the thing. We got 2 weeks until Money in the Bank.
yeah.
You got John Cena on SmackDown, Logan Paul now on Raw. Okay, so they not even on the same. This goes back to your main thing, bro. What about the buildup?
Mhm.
Logan Paul is not there every single week. He's been there
No.
a little bit more frequently now. Okay. Maybe his schedule is about to change. Maybe he's going to be, but he's not there every week. John Cena is not there every week. So you got two. Now, again, it's 2 weeks away. Maybe they will be there. You know what I'm saying? They could be. But just on a weekly schedule, two guys on the same team is rarely there to even build up any kind of like excitement. That's the word right there, bro. The excitement for the buildups in wrestling right now is dang near non-existent as far as buildups. I feel like buildups is what make the moments.
Mhm.
Buildups is what just have people just glued to the screen because now we're finally getting. We finally got Rock Hogan. We finally got Rock Austin again at wrestling. So these buildups is what make these matches monumental. Can we say that John Cena will have a monumental match for his last year? Now, him and Cody at WrestleMania could have been monumental minus Travis Scott. But
Mhm.
it's like it's these small little bitty things that they've been doing that's just tainting my goat right now, bro.
I
You
think the
know,
overall heel turn,
yeah.
like you're talking about things tainting the I think the overall heel turn is a full miscalculation. I really do. I think if they were to have run out, when this originally happened, everybody had these visions and these great ideas and plans for like, oh my god, what can The Rock do? Are they going to add other members to this? How are they going to run through WWE?
Yep.
And then it seems like it all just crumbled.
It seemed like it went from John Cena. I feel like where Seth Rollins is currently, that's where John Cena should be, right? I feel like John Cena leading the group. Because let's not act like Seth Rollins hasn't been eyeing these championships too. He told Jay, I'm coming for that championship. But I just feel like what would have did it for me is if John Cena would have told Jay, I'm going to leave with Joe belt too.
Mm,
Not have Logan Paul take it. So he's not really a heel. Like what
it's weird.
If John Cena would have after he talked to Jay and be like, I'm coming for your belt too. Like I'm taking all of this. It's more of a heel. Not
Yeah.
I'm gonna have the YouTuber take it.
Yep. It's all
I'm
just very strange.
oh
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it's all
It's
just
just
very strange. So
and we're not here to just talk bad about what's not going right in the WWE. That's not what we're here to do. We're not being no negative Nancy's. I just feel like we saying what
there's
most
plenty going
people
right. I mean, again. I'll keep saying, I think the best wrestling itself is down at NXT right now. That Battleground that we just had last night,
It was great.
overall, was a fantastic show.
The women, Kalani Jordan and Sol Rook, like that match.
Stole
That
the
match
show.
was a banger, bro. The main event was a banger. Stephanie Valkyrie and Jordan, like it was. They putting in work now, but it's the build-ups. You got the storylines. You got it's different.
Listen, there's good and there's bad.
Mhm.
This is a wrestling podcast, so we gotta talk about it all, right? And we're just fans at the end of the day, so of course we're gonna have our,
Opinions. It's
reactions and
opinionated.
opinions.
It's
Yeah.
opinionated. We not what we saying is not factual, other than the fact that they ruining John Cena heel turn. that might not be an opinion, y'all. That might be facts. But y'all let us know y'all opinions in the comment section below. Y'all let us know how y'all feel just about everything. We still gonna touch bases on NXT as well. New TNA champion. We're gonna talk about that too. But let's talk about Saturday night main event in the comment section below. Let us know how y'all feel about it. I'm done, bro. Again, I don't want to keep sounding like a broken record. So you got your boy Break. I'm gonna let my boy Dylan, take us home.
Yeah, that's it for today, man. Subscribe to the channel, like the content, share the content. So, go over to our Instagram page, give us a follow over there, join us over on TikTok, and that's it, man. You got all of our rants out for today, so
I feel better, bro. How you feel? You feel just a little bit better?
it's like a
Just a little
therapy
bit.
session.